What's up, guys? Got a bit of a project here today. I'm making an art piece out of this Game of Thrones puzzle. So first step obviously was to put it all together, but you'll notice at the bottom here it had this frame that didn't fit the theme of Game of Thrones, in my opinion. Kind of like these flowery, cartoonish characters on something so serious. It didn't work for me. So this background used to be something else with this frame, and I painted all that black very meticulously. I got around every detail. Almost looks original or OEM, but I actually went in with a tiny paintbrush and got into every single sharp angle up here and all this curvature all around the perimeter of the Iron Throne. So this is all blacked out now. I haven't decided yet what to do with the bottom here. I'm thinking maybe now that I'm looking at it, I might paint the rest of this black and just keep a little bit of a border around the bottom. But what I'm gonna do, and I've never done this before, so this is just an experiment, is I'm gonna remove select pieces, because since this is all black anyway, there's not any information there. As long as behind the throne is black and the whole throne is included, I think I'm happy with that. So I think what would look really cool, instead of framing this or whatever, is just to keep it completely raw, no frame, and instead of keeping it in this shape, I'm just gonna remove pieces from around the throne, kind of keeping a frame of sorts around the throne, but not a rectangular shape. So it's just gonna be raw puzzle piece edges all around the Iron Throne. And then I'm just gonna bang 2 nails into the wall and find some good points, like maybe in this little female section here, I'll use these little holes in the pieces to hang this on the wall and see what that looks like. So I just painted my wall white. It was yellow before, but Iron Throne on a yellow wall doesn't really work. I think this is gonna look really good on white. So it's gonna be a white wall, black border, and then the throne. So I still have to decide what to do with the bottom here, but I'm not gonna let that stop me from progressing. I think the next step I'm gonna do is test taking some pieces off here and seeing what it looks like on the wall. Okay, so I have kind of 2 ideas here, or 2 approaches to how to do this. I think I have a clear favorite. One was leaving a little bit more of the background, which is what you see here, which maybe I could have left some more on there. But the other approach was just eliminating every single piece that had no part of the Iron Throne on it. So anything that doesn't have an actual piece of the throne, I just took it off. And so, I guess except for this one here, but I can take that off now. So it's just a tiny bit of black border versus more of it over here. And I think I definitely prefer this side. All right, so this is what the final blueprint or footprint would look like, minus the bottom section here, but I think this looks pretty cool. It's not too big of a footprint on the wall, and I can always add another edge around that if I want to. Okay, so I ended up putting one more layer around it, and I think it looks better like this. So it's asymmetrical, kind of looks more organic, but I think it's better with more of a frame and a buffer against the white wall. It makes it stand out a little bit more, whereas before it was kind of blending into the wall. So I think this is gonna be the final one. I have to figure out what to do with the bottom, and then good to go. All right, so I found something I liked in terms of the shape of the puzzle piece, not the puzzle piece like this puzzle piece, but like the piece of art that is my puzzle. So I painted some more black on the bottom, and so I'm just gonna break these into sections and put them back in the box, and then next clip will be the puzzle up on the wall. All right, so this is the final product, at least tentatively. I'm gonna see if it lasts. I found a shape of the perimeter that I liked, and that little piece of edge on the bottom, that helped me level it out, although that's not why I chose to do that. It just happened to be a perfect place to apply the level so that I could make sure that this thing is level. So there you go, it's in the corner of my room. Have some other stuff in here, keyboards and whatnot, my monitor, and yeah, so there it is. It's actually a white wall. This light here has a warm setting right now, so we'll take a look at this. Echo red. There we go. So this is like usually how I have this room. I either use sunlight or I use these red lights at nighttime because red light affects night vision the least. It's very comfortable at night and it's just plain cool. So yeah, so I have this hanging on 2 screws up here. I had to find a piece that was connected, like I got 1 screw here and 1 screw here. And I had to find a piece that was connected to the rest of the body of the puzzle strongly enough to support the weight. So I think I found 2 of them. I guess time will tell. But I'm very happy with this. I just did it. For the last 2 minutes I've been happy with it, and hopefully it continues. Thanks for watching.